In a moment that transcended the scoreboard, Venus Williams made her return to the Australian Open, stepping onto the grand stage of a major for the first time in 5 years. At 45 years old, she became the oldest woman ever to compete in this tournament's history. And for over 2 hours, she didn't just participate, she fiercely competed, pushing a much younger opponent to the absolute limit before ultimately falling in a dramatic 3-set battle. Facing Serbia's Olga Danilovic, Williams showcased the vintage power and fighting spirit that has defined her legendary career. She navigated a tight first set, securing it in a tense tiebreak. Though she dropped the second, she stormed out in the third, building a commanding 4-games-to-love lead. It was a stunning surge, a glimpse of the champion that has inspired generations. But the physical toll of a marathon match began to show. Danilovic, refusing to fade, mounted an incredible comeback, reeling off 6 consecutive games to snatch the victory from the brink of defeat. The result was a loss, but the performance was a profound statement. For 2 hours and 17 minutes, Venus Williams was not a nostalgia act, she was a formidable opponent. Her movement, her serve, her will to win, all were on full display, defying the conventional timeline of an athlete's career. In her post-match remarks, there was no trace of disappointment, only pride and a clear-eyed focus on the future. She spoke of playing better with each match, of learning, of controlling errors, the language of an athlete still deeply in the process of improvement, not one looking back. This wildcard entry was never about a deep run, it was about presence, about proving to herself and the world that her passion for competition still burns white-hot. And on that count, it was a resounding success. She hasn't won a match since last summer, but this performance in Melbourne felt different. It felt like a foundation, not a farewell. The tennis world witnessed something special, a pioneer, now the elder stateswoman of the sport, battling not for ranking points, but for the sheer love of the fight. Her smile after the match spoke volumes. It was the look of a competitor who, despite the outcome, found joy in the struggle itself. So, while the record books will show a first-round exit, everyone who watched saw a victory of a different kind. Venus Williams left Melbourne not with a trophy, but with a powerful message: her story is not finished. The champion is still here, still learning, still fighting, and already looking ahead to the next time we will see her legendary grace and power on a court. The future, it seems, still has room for Venus.